That'll make it hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on here today? Listen, I'm here. Don't worry about the setup. I'm in the building. What's going on? Welcome to this very quick, I promise you, a very quick Cowboys little show right quick. Welcome to the small, big time show, small version of it. I told you guys I was coming. Most of you saw me this morning with West Coast and Henny. I'm back because I said something in there that I think is worth discussing. I could have saved this till much later, but for what I have to say it won't be long at all. What's going on, everybody? As you come in, I hope that you would share this little small content that I will have here. Ask that you would come in and hit the stars. As you can see right there on, what is that? That ain't what I want. Okay. That's wrong. Right there, that ticker there that y'all see. That's definitely wrong. Let's get it straight. There we go. That's better. That's better. For those that want to join in, I hope that you guys would come in and share real quick. If you're on YouTube, why don't you go ahead and hit that share button, number one. And then if you want to hit that like button, give me about 20 likes. Just hit it. 20 likes on YouTube or Facebook will only take you no more than about 20 seconds. No question. I mean, less than that, about 5 or 6 seconds if you smash it like that. Forgive me if you guys are looking at it a little different. I'm trying something out here with the show. I just want to see what can happen if I do it like this. This is Cowboy content for those that are popping in. There's a lot of people already in here that are coming in. I hope that you have had a great day. Hope that you had a fine day. I want to share something with you guys real quick. Again, if you're on Facebook, you can hit the stars button, or you can. I just need you to hit the like button for your boy real quick. That would be very nice. That would help me out tremendously on that. All right, let's talk real quick. Oh, okay. I see people here. Let me see. Let me speak to those who have spoken. As usual, Eastside Harold, front and center, is here. Obviously, there are no Houston Texans podcast on because he spent all his time on the Dallas Cowboy content creators. He can't help it. Yeah, I believe he's a closet Cowboy fan, to be truthful, because he know about our team better than he knows about his own team. So, what's going on? I'm through sharing. Listen, I need y'all opinion on this. This is nothing factual. I have no I have nothing to really base it factual. I want to take it from a common sense standpoint. But as my late grandmother used to say, common sense is not common. So I really want to want to see what y'all think about this. Appreciate everybody popping in. Thank you, Mr. Gann. How you doing, sir? Terry, what's up? Joe, what's up? Eastside, I think I already spoke to you. These are the people that have said something to me. There's a lot of y'all watching that ain't speaking. I don't know why, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you do, Joe. He has that. He just I just don't get it. But anyway, let's look at this real quick, y'all. Let's look at this. I wanted to ask y'all a question. Well, it's really not as a question. Let me make my statement. And then I will let you guys kind of figure this out. As a Cowboy fan, if you really had a job and they want you to do your job, obviously, to the best of your ability, and they want you to do the job well, okay? Because the better you do your job, the money that is made, the company will benefit from it. Most of us work, unless you're an entrepreneur, unless you have your own business, then it all goes to you. But for those that work for someone else or a company, the better you do, the better the company is. It's just that simple. And it is up to the company's job. It is up to the company to provide the best things possible so that you can do your job in the most efficient way. That's in any profession. It is up to the company to make sure that you do your job the best it be because it benefits them. I was on the show this morning with West Coast and Henny, and I said something, and it just came out of nowhere, and it just blasted me. And I said, I'm gonna have to talk about this. I didn't think I was gonna do a whole show, but I'm gonna do this real quick. Y'all get your hands ready to type and let me know what y'all think real quick. Because I believe that Coach McCarthy is getting a raw deal. I do. And I'm gonna say why. First of all, you don't give him a contract. Okay, but I get it. That's okay. If you don't want to give him a contract, that's okay. It's your business. All right, it's your business. I get it because it's your job. I mean, it's your place. That's fine. But what kind of mindset do you have to? And with Coach McCarthy, he's always gonna say and do the right thing. That's just how he's trained. He's professional as you can get. He's one of those corporate type dudes. He ain't gonna never show his frustration out to where you can see it. And he's always gonna give the right proficient answer. He's not gonna give you any pushback as an owner or as anyone else. He's not gonna give you. He's never gonna have to come to the office and have to talk to the owner about something he said. He's not going to do that. He's perfect. He's kind of coach you want. That's why it's almost like another version of Dak Prescott. Gonna say, do the right things. Gonna always have the right things to say. Gonna do everything right. Pure corporate type dude. This is what we're seeing out of him. But see, when you don't have a contract, that's not the least. That's the least of what I'm getting ready to talk about. And then when you go past, follow the steps here. When you go past that he doesn't have a contract, talking about Coach McCarthy, Okay. Then he gets to voluntary workouts. Really not a big deal. It's voluntary. Not a big deal. Really not. Because everybody skips it. You know, well, most people do. I'm not really worried about that. But here comes old minicamp. Mandatory, quote unquote, minicamp, which is now. In case, here's CD, of course, as we all know. CD is not there. And rightfully so. He shouldn't be there. I don't blame him for not being there. Then when you look at the contracts, we got 31 people that are on 1-year contracts. Where in the world have you ever heard that from? You essentially got 3 quarterbacks right now that are all on 1-year deals. Dak is on a 1-year deal. Cooper Rush is on a 1-year deal. Trey Lance on a 1-year deal. I ain't never heard. I just ain't never heard. Y'all forgive me. I ain't never heard. A whole team, the whole quarterback room is on a 1-year deal. What kind of morale got to be going on in it? I'm talking about, these are things you ain't gonna hear in press conferences. I'm just saying, what kind of mentality does this team really have? Seriously. From the coach, you got Mike Zimmer on a 1-year deal. You got Coach McCarthy on a 1-year deal. You got the starting quarterback. You got it on a 1-year deal. And that's just a few people. I ain't named everybody. This is ridiculous, man. And the one that's going to catch the chopping block, if everything go wrong, is going to be Coach McCarthy. If the special teams is the worst special teams in the unit, Bones probably will leave because the coach going to get fired. The coach is going to catch the blunt. He going to catch it first. Jerry ain't getting fired. You know that. Steven ain't getting fired. You ain't firing your players. You're going to fire the coach. And every time, because I saw it today, and I'm almost through, whether y'all know it, and I just need y'all to start typing in a second. I saw Coach McCarthy today in a press conference. And I'm saying, he's saying all the right things. But boy, can you imagine when he get behind closed doors? How many of y'all want to bet? This just us talking now. How many of y'all really believe that Coach McCarthy is cussing Jerry Jones out? Like, I can't believe this, y'all know, fill in the blank. How in the world is he letting CD just ain't gave no contract yet? Been knowing he up. If I'm going to go to war this year, if I'm going to war, the least that you can let me do is at least let me have all the bullets in the gun. Come on, y'all. From the beginning. Because the mentality of this team can't be 100% right. Your quarterback, as good as he is, as great of a person as he is, as great of a humanitarian as he is, NFL Man of the Year, as good as he, as he helps cats out the trees and helps old people across the street, as great as he is, it ain't nowhere in the world nobody can convince me that Dak Prescott ain't going to his house and his little girlfriend that he got and his new baby and all that. But at some point, Dak Prescott got to be looking and talking to his little fiance. I don't know if he engaged to be married or not, but whatever she is, I know he's saying like, I know he's looking at her like, man, I just can't believe this, man. Goddamn. I get we got Parsons and CD and myself, but dang, just sign one. I mean, but not to sign nobody. I mean, I got my coach out here. He ain't got nothing either. I mean, and then there ain't nobody here. Nobody ain't trying to come, and they cheat. It's all outdoors. You know Dak got to be saying that. Coach McCarthy got to be saying, look, I can't run the race without the horses. It's like you putting me in the Kentucky Derby with some mules. There's a difference between CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Tolbert. Right now, the starting wide receivers has got to be Jalen Tolbert and Brandon Cooks. There is a difference between CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Tolbert. You're not giving me the best opportunity to win, which is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember Coach McCarthy hurried up and got a new agent. When he got an agent right at the beginning because he knew he wasn't getting an extension. But I'm going beyond what we see on the cameras. What kind of mindset do this team really have? Think about it for a minute. When you're wondering about your future, and it look like everybody is wondering where I'm gonna play next year. What kind of money I'm gonna make? What if I get hurt and somebody gonna pay me? Is my money gonna go down if I give all out? If I give all out in practice and tear my knee up, am I still gonna get? In Dak's case, am I still gonna get 50 plus? Or if I get injured, am I going back to 49 million? Seriously, please don't act like this ain't what some of them guys are thinking. What? And I could go down the line. But Coach McCarthy, and I'm fully aware that I guarantee you before we start training camp or at some point in training camp, a lot of things that I'm saying now is going to be erased because they're going to get signed. But I'm saying as of right now, what in the world? I'm not in their position, but I can act like it for a second. What kind of security do anybody have? And forget about all of saying, well, they need the pressure to play. They need the pressure to play. They need to do all that. No, this is not how you do NFL business. This is not. I get it. And appreciate you, Nice Fal on Twitter. Thank you. He said they all should be wondering where they are going to play after that embarrassing playoff game next year. That's fine. And that's fine. And I will say, essentially, that's fair. Okay? That statement, I will say, is, I guess, somewhat fair. But not 31 players on a 1-year deal. That's not smart business, man. Terry, I got the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Terry says the front office caused these problems. I couldn't have said it better, Terry. You're absolutely correct. This is not the way that you do business. Not like this. Because whether you pay them or not, is it safe to say damage done? What kind of mindset does CD have right now, y'all? They ain't gonna get in the camera and go off. He ain't gonna do that. But what kind of mentality do you have to have that when you produce, you pay like you're treated like you're an outcast? What kind of sense do this make? The ones that don't do nothing are the ones that get paid. But the ones that do everything at the house. CD ain't got no business running around his neighborhood doing cardio work when they already knew It was his time. You knew he wasn't gonna be happy playing on a 1-year deal. He gave you another Pro Bowl season. Forget all pro season. What? I mean, and trust me, I don't blame him at all. He should sit out, especially after what Justin Jefferson did. And let me say this about that. I heard something today. I just started laughing because the hatred of the Cowboys is so real. I heard Stephen A. today say that CD should not get Justin Jefferson money. He shouldn't get it. He should be paid. At least he didn't look that crazy for saying that. He said he should get paid, but he's not on the level of Justin Jefferson. And he should not get paid $35 million a year. He hasn't won anything. And right there is why I laughed. Because I said, quite simply, y'all, and that might have some in here that may feel the same way. But if that's the standard, here's my question. What does Justin Jefferson want? Somebody help me. I checked the record. I looked up the record and checked the record book. But what did Justin Jefferson win? Has he won anything? What does he want? So if that is the standard, then hello, why is Stephen A. saying he hadn't won anything? What? So has Minnesota done anything in the playoffs? So I mean, help me. I thought I remember. I know I'm getting just a little older, but you know, has Minnesota done anything? Hey, Niecy. Hello? I don't understand the goalpost that got to get moved every time a Cowboy plays. It's time for them to get paid. I don't get it. No arguments about Justin Jefferson, who hadn't essentially done anything either other than make Pro Bowls and All Pros, which is the same thing that CD did. Hey, B-Bird. Hey, Miller. Appreciate all y'all popping in. Got a super chat. B-Bird says, name another franchise quarterback that's treated like that. Other teams negotiate silence and gladly play their franchise quarterback. True. Let me even throw this. Let me throw this in. I said this on, for those that didn't catch it, I was, go back and watch it. I was on with West Coast and Henny this morning. Go back and watch the show, Fire Show, it was. I said this today. The Cowboy system, because I'm trying to tackle the mentality. We'll never see it live and in color. Ain't nobody finna come out and show that they're really ticked off. Nobody. Maybe D-Law. And D-Law is kind of sheltered in with some of his stuff. But nobody ain't really fit to say what they really got on their mind. But the Cowboys have done this for a while now. And they love to use a certain system, which is smearing the players when it's time to get paid. Let's go back. They tried to smear Emmitt Smith. When the Cowboys started 0-2 in the 94-95 season, they went 0-2. I think Charles Haley threw a helmet at Jerry Jones, put a hole in the wall. This is all facts. Threw the hole in the wall, said, get him here. Him is Emmitt Smith. Emmitt was here week 3. We all know the rest of the story. They win the Super Bowl. Bam, it started right there. Do I need to remind everybody how they tried to smear Dez Bryant when it was time for him to get paid? They started bringing up his attitude. I mean, what? Y'all remember Cole Beasley? Do y'all remember DeMarcus Ware? They tried to smear DeMarcus Ware. Gave all he had to do when it was time to get paid. Need I remind y'all of DeMarcus Lawrence? When DeMarcus Lawrence was time to get paid, he had torn his pec muscle. They wanted him to have surgery. DeMarcus Lawrence said, "No, I'm not doing fit to sign no contract here, and I ain't got. I mean, I'm not fit to play for y'all, and I ain't got no contract." Y'all not finna get hurt from nothing. What did they do? DeMarcus Lawrence ended up having, they gave him his contract. DeMarcus had the surgery. The rest they say is history. Need I remind y'all about the smear tactic that they were trying to do with Ezekiel Elliott when he was in Cabo. Y'all remember that? The list goes on, and they even did it last year to their beloved Zach Martin when he poked his lip out and said, I don't need to be the 8th ranked guard being paid. I need to be number 1. They went ahead and started talking about, well, he's on the contract and he's it's not his time and he's going to have to play and he was just fine. Smear tactics to everybody that gets paid. Everybody. Amari Cooper. When it was time for him to get paid, which would have been $20 million at that particular time, then they want to get nitpicky and start talking all type of crazy stuff when it was time for him to get paid. Do y'all remember all this? Why is it that the Cowboys wait? They negotiate through the media. They use 105.3 the fan. It looked like ESPN is working for them. Because that's all that the ESPN does. They're haters of the Cowboys. That you get people like Shannon, Steven, they say, well, I wouldn't pay Dak Prescott $50 million. I wouldn't pay CeeDee Lamb $35 million. I mean, just working for them. And then want to pull up stats and charts and show why. They don't, I mean, they're doing all the work for them, whether indirectly or directly. They love all that. Why does it have to be a smear campaign? Why? I don't get it. And while I'm going back to what I said at first, and while all of this is going on, because we got all this going on now with Dak, now CD, Parks has been a good guy. He showed up anyway and say, hey, it's not my time yet, whatever, and go on. That's fine. That's fine. And he had 2 years left. Fine. That's okay with Michael. Okay, that's cool. But why in the world does this have to be like this? Every year. And the mentality of the Dallas Cowboys can't be right. It just can't be. Your coach mentality. Your coach's mentality, it just cannot be right. It's no way. It's no way. Yeah, they're gonna get in front of the camera just like Mike McCarthy did today. But I guarantee you, when Mike McCarthy go to that bathroom and close that door, he is cursing up a storm. He cussing Jerry Jones out and Stephen Jones, because this is not the way that he does things. He got to sit there like a little Boy Scout. He got to sit there like a Boy Scout because the way the Cowboys do things does not match his strategy. It just don't. It don't. It don't. It don't. It can't. And while all of this is going on, the mentality, the morale, I have no facts to verify this. I'm just saying common sense. It ain't no way in the world you telling me Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, on a lower scale, I even say Cooper Rush. What Cooper? Y'all love Cooper Rush so much. What y'all think Cooper Rush thinking? He ain't got no deal. Me. This is me. It may not be you. It's me. This is me. Well, I ask y'all the question. Because the way that the NFL goes is nothing new. This way it always has been. When you're on a 1-year deal, it's rare when somebody plays their contract down. Now, I'm just not speaking about Dak. I'm speaking about everything. Everybody. If a team wants you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, whether y'all know it or not, 31 players have a 1-year deal. They're playing on a 1-year deal. That is unheard of. That's unheard of. Of course, naturally, some of them are going to sign back because you ain't got 31 draft picks. You got free agency money, but we all know the Cowboys don't spend money in free agency. So forget that. I mean, there's nowhere in the world a lot of these guys going out there and saying, ooh-wee, I got to give 100% on non-security. Non-security. Because that's what they got. Dak Prescott go out there right now, since he's so happy-go-lucky and want to do the right thing and all that. He go out there and twist the ankle, or forget twisting the ankle, tear his knee up. The way the Cowboys do things, the Cowboys will run that Dak Prescott then. They'll run that Dak Prescott if you got it, because guess what? It won't be no 55, 56, 57, $58 million then. You know what the Cowboys gonna do, right? Y'all know. The Cowboys gonna go ahead and say, hey, Dak, we'll give you $50 million. We'll give you 49.5, 50. You know, we don't know how your injury is gonna be. We don't know if you're even gonna play week 1 or week 2. We don't know how your knee is going to be. We just can't give you 56, 57. Unfortunate that you got hurt. So here's our deal. You still getting $50 million, but we just can't give you what we were projecting before. If I'm Dak, I'm like, am I giving him 100%? This is what you got to, again, y'all forgive me. I don't have any facts saying this is true. I'm going purely off common sense. Because if it's me, I need some guarantees. I can't risk my body. I ain't got but 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 knees, 1 back, 1 chest. And if either one of them go wrong, I could very well be out for the year. And there go my money going down the drain. No, I need some guarantees. I don't know what Jerry and them are doing, man, but I'm serious, y'all. The morale can't be right. Now, when they come out tomorrow and Coach McCarthy do their press conference and, he start talking about the variables and you know how he talking all that. Soon as he get out that microphone, I know good and well he closed his door in his office and just start just unleashing on folks. Just pure cussing. Just like, this Jerry Jones. Huh? It's one thing to rebuild, Shane, but this not how you do it. It's not how you do it. I get you not playing. I get you may not be. For those that don't know, this is what Shane said. I'm sorry about it too. I'm sorry, I got the $2 super chat. Terry says, what do we do well except drafting? Good question. Terry asked this question. Y'all give me just a second. Sorry about that phone call. Shane says, you have to look at the big picture. Told y'all we are rebuilding and started this year. That's fine. However, this is not the way to do it. I get you may not want to pay certain players, whatever, but not 31 on 1-year deals. That's not. You can't convince me. I'm not saying you, Shane. I'm just saying you can't convince me that that's the way to do it. It's not the way. It's not the way to do it. It can't be. It can't be. Exactly, Joe. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad somebody else knows it other than me. Exactly, Joe. Man, when Mike McCarthy go to his home and he can talk to his wife, I bet you he just I bet you he just going off. Because you ain't giving him the best opportunity to get things done. If he got it, look, if he's playing for his job, give him what he got so he can go ahead and try to make things happen so he can keep his job. How about that? Not having CD on the field, that's not smart. Not having guys out there for 1 year deals, that's not smart. You know somebody gonna get hurt. It's only natural. Somebody's gonna get hurt. And they're gonna do just like Earl Thomas did, the Seattle Seahawks, when he was playing on a 1 year deal. Y'all remember that? Earl Thomas tore his leg up, and when they put him on the car, Earl Thomas looked at the bench of the Seattle Seahawks, the team they was playing for, and flipped them off. Now, the Cowboys may not do that. Cowboy players may not do it, but please remember, please understand, that's what they gonna feel. What you want a big picture, Shane? How about this big picture? What kind of message are you sending to other free agents that that you might entertain in coming to Dallas? They don't want to play here. Go put your clothes on. What kind? Ain't no free agent want to come to Dallas. Number one, they know they cheat. Number two, you really just stick with number one. They cheat. Ain't no free agent want to come here and play. You know you ain't getting what you worth. Not in Dallas. When your owner already done said, hey, which one do we want? 3 players at a price that we would have to pay for 1 player? We'll take the 3 players. What kind of free agent want to come here when you already know they're going to try to flea market pay you? Man, please. This is not the way to do it. If you want to rebuild. But this is hard. Ain't nobody going to come here. And you don't have enough draft picks to make up the shortage. Go try to win the Super Bowl. Okay, let me look at my inventory. Let me go look. Where's my number 1 receiver at? Where you at? The Cowboys, I said it today, and I'm really done, y'all. The Cowboys have got to, and I appreciate everybody coming on. It seemed like to be a real good time. I didn't know this many folks would come on. Y'all must just getting off work. Okay, I get it. I appreciate y'all. The Cowboys, it seemed to me, are one of the few organizations that punish their guy for being too good. How about that? They want you in your first 4 years to be a Pro Bowl type player. I've heard them say that. Pro Bowl. I've heard them say that, y'all. Most of y'all heard it too. They want you to be a Pro Bowl player that lets them know that their draft and developmental system works. But here's the problem. They said Pro Bowl. The problem is when you become an All-Pro. Because see, if you're an All-Pro, you're one of the top players at your position. Possibly the top player at your position. So let's go back. Zach Martin poked his lip out. Now he was the 8th ranked player. Now all of a sudden he's the second guard. I think he's second. Number 1 guard. I think if he's the first or second, okay. The Cowboys didn't want to do that. It wasn't time to do it. Zach jumped the line. They didn't want to do that. Dak Prescott. No matter what y'all say about Dak Prescott, this is what the stats say. He's a top 5 quarterback. Top 5 quarterbacks get, y'all know how much money they get. Cowboys don't want to do that. CeeDee Lamb. First team All-Pro. Okay. No question, probably top 1 or 2 wide receiver right now. Probably no less than 3. Guess what the top 3 wide receivers make? Yep, that type of money. Yep, y'all got it. Okay, Michael Parsons, who we ain't even got to yet, but y'all know what Michael Parsons is gonna get paid. Y'all know he's gonna be the highest paid non-quarterback in the league when it's time. They don't want to pay no linebacker no $36, $37 million. They don't want to do that. They don't want to pay Michael Parsons that type of money. Y'all know that. And it seems to me when DeMarcus Lawrence got paid all that money for that big sack year he got paid over what? 18, 19, $20 million? They didn't want to pay that man that type of money. Trayvon Diggs gave them a discount. Deron Bland, you let Deron Bland have another great year like he had last year. I know something then. You think the Cowboys are going to want to pay 2 cornerbacks $20 million a piece? Think about it. Tyler Smith is going to be coming up too. And right now as we speak, we all know he's an all-pro guard. That's what he was last year. And he's going to be there for years to come, barring injury. You know what type of money he's going to want, right? See, the Cowboys, they want you to be a Pro Bowl player. But they don't want you to be an all-pro. Because, see, when you're all-pro, you're going to get top of the line money. And the last time, I just called out guys who going to be all-pros. And when you mix that with the mentality of what a Jerry Jones and a Stephen Jones are carrying around now, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna be in trouble. Oh my God. I mean, when you go down the line of your offensive line, Lord have mercy if BB and Guyton turn into what everybody think they might turn into. I mean, good Lord. Hello. Please, CD already all pro. Don't let them string together some more all pro season. Good God. Dak Prescott all pro. Don't let them throw another 30 plus touchdown year, 4,000 plus yards. Don't let them do that. Come on. I mean, some ain't matching. Some ain't matching. Something is not matching. And everybody ain't going to beat Dak Prescott. No, excuse me. Everybody's not going to beat Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs is the only one that gave him a discount so far. Everybody else going to want their money, man. It's just everybody else getting paid. Ain't got no problems with it. The Philadelphia Eagles signed A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Saquon Barkley in the same offseason. You can't tell me that there's no way you can't pay these players. Stop it. I ain't even got to the rest of their team. Stop it. I don't even want to hear that. They just paid the Detroit Lions, just paid Jared Goff. Y'all saw how much money he got. And they just paid their wide receiver $30 million a year. St. Brown. I don't want to hear it. The Cowboys may just mean you find somebody to know what they're doing. Because their capologist, which is Stephen Jones, he obviously don't know what he's doing because everybody else running laps around him. Hello, Chris Jones just got paid from the Kansas City Chiefs with Mahomes. If you listen to the Cowboys will say, well, we can't pay anybody because the quarterback takes all of the pie. He takes all of the pie away. So there's no way that the Cowboys can pay the guy. That's what they tell us. And everybody else is signing everybody. I don't understand it. I don't. But let me go back. Because that's old news. I'm trying to shed a new light on this. It's nowhere in the world Coach McCarthy has got to be feeling good. It's just no way. There's no way. He going home saying, I wish they would go on sign CD so I can go and do what I need to do because I'm trying to keep a job. I don't want to go nowhere else, but I gotta get all this. Hey, UT boy, appreciate you, bro. Popping in. They got to be saying this. Coach McCarthy has to be saying this. Like, man, I wish they were gone. Look, sign somebody. Good Lord. You may not sign all three, but Jesus, just sign one. God, sign somebody. You may can't sign all three, or you ain't really got to worry about Michael. You remember I don't want to do Dak with it. Just sign one, so at least I know what I got. Sign one person. Good God, I'm trying to keep a job here. How in the world can I keep a job? I mean, come on, sign somebody. Just something. I understand. Everybody's saying, well, you got to sign all three. Okay, that's fine. You can't do all three, but at least you can sign one. Pick your choice. Roll the dice. Draw strings. Do whatever you want to do. Just sign one. Flip a coin. Look, sign one person. Out of your main three that everybody calling, sign one. Play tic-tac-toe. Shoot Monopoly. Play Uno. I'm out of here. Thank y'all for letting me vent. Coach McCarthy can't be happy, y'all. Nobody. Yeah, Flip, dude, UT boy, I'm just, for those that don't follow me, hey, wherever you watching me from, subscribe. Facebook, go ahead and just, what's the word for Facebook? Like the page. I'm sorry. I just forgot. Like the page. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Tomorrow morning, I'll be on West Coast again. I don't know if it's going to be me, him, and Henny or whatever. I'm going to continue this rant. Yeah, exactly, Craig. Rock, paper, scissors, just whatever. Just get ready for tomorrow. I'm in rare form because I don't like when I really am getting just a little irritated because the Cowboys knew this day was coming and they have done absolutely nothing. It's the wrong message, Joe. I understand he said he might be sending that you send it, but the players' mentality can't be 100% right because 31 of them are on a 1-year deal. If they get hurt, I ain't talking about the big players. Think about the lower tier players, the ones that ain't making $10, $12 million a year. Think about the ones that's just on league minimum. You really believe they? Come on now, they can't be all in like that because they worried about next year. I'm already on the league minimum. I guess what some of y'all say, well, then you got to go at it. You got to earn your contract. They already earned it. They on it last year. The mentality, you can't have 31 players on 1-year deal and tell me that the morale of the locker room is right. There's nowhere in the world nobody going to convince me of it. No way. That's all I'm saying. Coaches get fired all the time. That's fine and dandy. But if you're saying, hey, this is a proven year for Coach McCarthy and say, hey, you got to prove it to stay, at least give me my players so I can go and prove it. Give me my players from the get-go. I ain't worried about, I want them now. I don't want to wait to Oxnard. I need them now. I need it now. I need the team to feel like a team now. I don't need all of this mess. Okay? I'm done. All right. Tune in with me tomorrow, probably around 12:30. If you can. Maybe West Coast, Henny, maybe Landlord. I don't know. But we'll be all together. And oh man. I understand Terry. Terry say make me want to puke from Dak. Well, he is what he is, Terry. I mean, I understand. I understand that I know you don't like Dak. I get it. But You don't find good quarterbacks out on trees. Dak is a good quarterback. He has produced. Maybe not all the way to the level, of course, that we wanted, but you can't take it away from him that he has not produced. He has. He had a great year last year. He did. But I get it. All I know is this, and I'll say this, Terry. If he's not on this team last year, you're in the top 10 in the draft. We won 12 games with him last 3 years. Take him out of the lineup, and you tell me where we at. It certainly ain't 12-5. It certainly ain't 10. Especially since y'all say it wasn't no running game last year. How in the world y'all think we scored? Come on now. It was that. It was that. Had a great year last year. So you may not like him, but let's not negate the fact that if you take him out this lineup, if you put Cooper Rush, and some of y'all love Cooper so much, you tell me, do you win 12 games? If you put, I'm sorry. Some of y'all love Trey Lance. You tell me if Trey Lance produces 8 to 9 wins. I know what Dak does because he's been proven. That's been proven. So be careful what you ask for now, because okay. But I get it. If you don't believe in Dak, then you shouldn't sign him. You shouldn't sign him. I agree with that. But let's not act like Dak didn't produce now. You may not want him. You may get mad because he can't win playoff games or whatever you want to say. That's fine. But let's not act like that the running game carried this team last year. Let's not do that. Let's not act like that this defense carried them last year. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Y'all know the reason why. You don't want to admit it, but you know why. You take them out of his lineup, we picking in the top 10. You got him in his lineup, guess what? We picking in the 20s every year. That's how much Dak makes a difference. And that's just the truth. I question a lot of his stuff too. Y'all know that. If you've been hanging with me, I don't say he's the best quarterback in the league. I just say he's real good. He is. And no matter what we say, he was an all-pro last year. Second run-up. Man, he was the run-up to the MVP. The minute they say he should have won it last year. When you compare the stats between him and Lamar Jackson. There's I see you, Greg. You say you're gonna have an MVP season. And when you know the media gonna come against him because a lot of them are haters. Which is probably part of the reason why he didn't win it this year. The only thing Lamar had on him is that Baltimore won, I think, 2 more games? That was it. I mean, I'm not saying that's less. I mean, something raggedy, that's great. Win 14 games, that's tremendous. And Lamar is that. But when the MVP is a stat award, and Lamar Jackson's stats, other than him running the ball, there's nothing else that he beat Dak in. Touchdown passes, QBR, completion percentage, yards, nothing. The goalpost moved when Dak became the legitimate candidate, though. Everybody else, if you got a quarterback that just about leads in QBR, leads the league in touchdowns, leads the league almost in completion percentage, and then is an all-pro quarterback, there's nowhere in the world that quarterback don't win the MVP award. It changed when Dak became the thing. Super Chat, Lads can't even work my barbecue grill. Exactly. I'm just saying. That's just the truth. But nevertheless, it is what it is. Listen, I'll be with you guys tomorrow, 12:30 afternoon. Tune in for it if you can. I realize some of you are working. I'll be hanging with West Coast again. We'll do it tomorrow. All right? I appreciate y'all. Got to get out of here. I just wanted to vent for a little bit. I appreciate y'all. We'll see you on tomorrow afternoon. I'm sorry. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Come on, put your hands together real quick as we groove our way out of here. This has been the one and only, the Big Time Show.